So this is our, well, I guess it's my second breakfast at 11:14, but it's sort of lunchish time, 11:14, on August 14th, 2018. And I have a pitcher here of cucumber juice mixed with that orange natural hydration drink or whatever, powder. And I like it, so if James doesn't want any, that's fine. I'll just drink the whole thing myself. And he has some mostly kale juice here, because I already had a glass of kale juice this morning mixed with ginger and turmeric and stuff. But there's some radish greens in there, because we're given a bunch of radishes, which is wonderful. I'm going to get this down. This is just radish greens. I don't want to waste it. And the thing about radishes, if you have the option of getting them with the greens, well, you can actually eat the greens too. They're good in, get the juice out. They're good in stir fries and stuff like that, but you have to be really careful to wash them, or you get a lot of sand, because they tend to be quite dirty when you buy them in the supermarket, or when you buy them at the farmer's market, or are given them from someone's farm, whatever. I think what I'm going to do is just put the cucumber juice right in here, and then I'll get most of the radish stuff. My back is not good. I noticed that like my neighbor told me she thought some people were stealing from my yard. And I was like, what's there to steal? I don't have anything worth stealing. Anyway, but they did. So I noticed, I noticed that people had taken the flooring company that is near me. The one guy that I talked to that works there, he was throwing away a bunch of, I've talked to him a few times while he's throwing away the stuff, and I'm just like, oh, don't throw it away, you know, because I can use it to paint art on or whatever. But, you know, it's free canvases, and it doesn't need to be in the landfill, you know, it's such a waste. So he gave me a whole bunch, and gave me a whole bunch of tiles. So a whole pallet, he just forklift, drove the forklift and put them right in my yard, which was very, very nice of him, because my back is bad and it's hard for me to lift things. So I just wanted to take, you know, one off the pallet at a time, right, and paint it. And anyway, I had to move the rest of them today, because half of them were stolen. And there was a lot. He gave a lot. They'd picked through and just took the ones that they wanted, right? But anyway, so they took those. And then they took a bunch of my wood. I had thick, maybe about that wide pieces of wood, long, so that I could fix my what do you call it? The peat bale shelf that I had on the one side of the house. But I mean, it takes me a while to get doing things, because I have to wait until my back feels not too badly, right? And then I know it's going to feel really badly when I get it done. So I have to do things in little steps. But while I was away for the weekend, people took the opportunity and made off with my wood, made off with the tiles, and something else, but I can't quite a jigsaw puzzle. Everything is like a three-dimensional puzzle for me. So when I can see that there's a gap that shouldn't be, because I remember and I know the shape of it, but I don't know what it was. Do you know what I mean? So I gotta remember what it was. But James says, you know, if you can't remember offhand, it wasn't that important. And I suppose it's really not. Nothing really is worth. I just have to. You know, it's a learning experience, right? I have to know the environment that I'm living in and try to figure out ways to live in it, right? So you probably want to drink that one first. And this is cucumber mixed with that orange stuff. It's actually really good this way. You want to try it. You can use this glass or that glass if you want. And I don't know what this one was. I think it was apple. You still had it there.
Yeah.
This is quite delicious. I'm just going to put your pineapple so I don't have to reach so far because it hurts. Do you want to try a little of this? Well, you want to get through the... Anyway, I finished watching this. Chicago Justice Season 1 from the creator of Law and Order. And I didn't enjoy the beginning few episodes, but by the end of the first disc of 3 discs, I got into it enough. And I mean, the way I watch TV, I'm doing whatever. Cleaning the floor, juicing vegetables, and I miss a lot. So I don't actually know, like, I watch parts of it and then I'm like, I wonder who was the guilty one. You know, like, it's like a big mystery to me that never gets solved because most of the time I miss the end, or, you know. But I don't mind that. It's not a big deal to me. It's not like I watch it and go, oh no, I have to rewind it and watch so I know who. I don't really care. It's just company. Mostly for the chihuahuas. Oh, and this bikini. It's one of my favorites. It has, well, see these little things here? I love that.
Interesting.
I love the pattern and how shiny it is. And there's beads at the end of the thing. I love this bikini. But I'm not wearing the right bottoms for it. Because I wore this top for this one earlier without these bottoms because I misplaced them for a time. But I think it's perfectly fine. You're really needing to brace yourself for that juice. You're just not in the mood for a day.
Well,
What can I do to help?
nothing. Just trying to figure it out.
You can have my water if you need it.
Oh, that's yours.
Well, you can have all the water. I don't care. I don't need it. This is good. Anyway, this was a lovely book. Around the World in 80 Trees by Jonathan Drury. Illustrated by Lucille Clark, who did a wonderful job. The pictures are just beautiful. Well, you can see on the cover. It's so lovely. It came from the Pincher Creek Municipal Library for me. So I'm very thankful that they ordered it. It's unlike any tree book I've ever read through. Like, look at that picture. I don't know if you can see that from there. Just fantastic. What an artist this Lucille Clark is. That's just lovely. So lovely. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And it's full.
Those chestnuts or something. What are those? Oh, it's chestnuts. Exactly right. I planted them. That means she did a good job.
Yeah, well, she did.
I was just looking at the leaves.
They're
She got
excellent.
it right.
And artistic, too. I mean, it's not just... I mean, she has people doing things here, like with this book. Anyway. Most tree books that I've read, well, I think all, have been tree identification books. This is not that. Although you could use it because the illustrations are so great that you really could use it for identification, but that's not the purpose of this book. Because you may find a few of the trees in your area, but not all of them, because this goes everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So,
like Hank Snow way back in the day.
Exactly.
It goes everywhere. Yeah, that looks like a fig.
Yeah. Fig. Alder. Argan, which I have no idea what that is.
Where does it say it's from?
Or, what did it say? Can you read from
Southwestern
it?
Morocco.
Morocco. And parts of Algeria, it says. Anyway, so what this book does is makes you appreciate the diversity of trees from around the world. So it makes you just really fall in love with the environment, I think. You know, in general, but trees, yes, because there's so many very, very different trees out there, and I mean, he's looking at just a few, and they're all so very different, and it's like when people ask me, what is your favorite song, or something, well, that, I can't really, I don't know. It depends on my mood, I suppose. And I probably, or my favorite movie, I could give you a list of 1,000. Anyway, so he's managed to narrow it down to 80 trees to write little love stories about. They're, honestly, that's what they feel like when you're reading them. Well, maybe it's just if somebody like me, or like this person's reading, right? Then it's, maybe. But I suppose if you weren't like us, then you wouldn't read this book at all. But anyway, I think everyone should read this. Everyone should be like us. And I hope James will read it before I return it to the library, because it's lovely. That I really enjoyed. I enjoyed every single word of it, and I could just sit and read it all again, start to finish. It was lovely. So this is one that I might even want to own for my collection that way, because I could go through it again and again and just love it every time. Do you want to try some of this, darling? Just a little? Like, how about that much? Just try that much.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna eat some inside. So.
Okay, can you just try that, though?
Okay, what is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. So it's a decent way to drink that orange drink for you? Yeah.
Now, how long has this been out here?
Not at all. I just brought it out from this morning, from when you left it on the counter.
I wonder if it's safe to drink.
I don't know.
Had it had this top on?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do. If you want to drink more of this, please do.
Yeah.
If you want to eat some pineapple, please do.
Well, I'm going to eat some quickly. I'm just going to make some tomato sandwiches and stuff like that. Thanks, Julia.
Yeah. It's good.